Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday. And look at me. It's 2:07. Holy, I'm getting better. And you'll notice I'm back indoors this week, so we don't have any of the furry critters looming in the background and no llama alerts. It's actually a little too windy outside, and I'm at home. I'm not even at the farm. I'm got my head down and doing all kinds of creation and building and all that fun stuff, which is actually what prompted the topic for today, and that being instant gratification and giving yourself permission to take time. I don't know, maybe some of you will get that right off the bat. Others, you might be thinking, what the heck is she talking about? But I gotta say, last night I decided, as I tend to do periodically on a whim, to revamp one of my websites. It was and my newest one no less, the Panoptic Foundation's website. I really only finished building that a couple months ago, and yeah, so it's completely different now. But as is always the case, whenever we make these sporadic decisions and whatnot, pretty much everything that could go wrong went wrong. So, what I figured to be, this will be a quick little 1 hour, get in there and make some changes. Yeah, no, 5 hours later, I had most of the problems worked out. So what do I mean about the instant gratification part? Well, I know what I'm doing with this stuff. I do it every day. And so I wrongly assumed that it would be quick and that it would be done real fast and no problems. And it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson for me. It's a good lesson for all of us, because it really doesn't matter how well you know how to do something. Something can always go wrong, and something can always just react unpredictably, right? Especially when it comes to technology, So it took me a lot yesterday to take deep breaths and step away and, work through it. And it's because I wanted that instant gratification. I knew the changes I wanted to make. I knew, roughly the kind of look that I was going for, and I wanted it now. And it was being reminded by from one of my mentors from back a while ago, where he said, and told me to give myself the permission to take time. Not everything has to happen overnight. And this is so relevant in everything that we're doing, as authors, from our writing to our marketing to our editing, all of it is going to take time. Yeah, alarm on my phone again. Yeah, there really is no shortcuts to the things that we're trying to complete and get done. So, hey Elaine, thanks for joining. So this is why I say it's important to give yourself permission. Whether we're writing our books or we're trying to create our following or do our marketing, it is all stuff that we want done yesterday. But in reality, it's probably going to take weeks, months, years, right? And don't let that scare you, right? So don't be worried about the fact that it's not all going to happen overnight. I know everybody's situation is different, and their goals are different, and their reasons for their goals are different, and that's fine. But the more you rush, the more problems you are likely to run into. My screen was just freezing there, so hopefully it's okay for you guys. Yeah, so don't be afraid to take that time, slow down, and enjoy the process, right? Enjoy the journey. So much of our world is all about instant gratification. I know for me, I am all about microwave dinners. Seriously. Sorry, Elaine. I know that probably just makes you cringe in your boots. But yeah, we've had this conversation. I'm really not a cook. So yeah, And I think a lot of us really apply that to the rest of our lives. We're looking for those microwave results, that instant gratification of, okay, well, what's the quickest way to do this? And sometimes that's not the best. Well, yeah, I'm really kind of bad for the microwave dinners. I'm smart enough to know that when a meal is made properly, it tastes a whole lot better. Right? So except for, well, yeah, I do cook my spaghetti sauce. And that tastes delicious, and it's not done in the microwave, but that's my one exception. But the same thing applies to the rest of what we're doing, with whether we're writing, whether we're editing, building our following, building out our online presence, learning how to do the different components, right? Learning the different social medias, learning how to create the images to go on our social media and on our website, building out our website, the content for our website, the emails that we're going to send to people, right? Like there are so many pieces, but we need to take our time. We need to understand that it's not going to happen overnight, and it's okay that it doesn't happen overnight, because chances are each piece that we do will be that much better for taking the time to do them properly. You guys probably totally don't even need me to tell you this, but it was just my experience last night. I know better, and yet I was still looking for that instant gratification, and I most certainly was not getting it. So that's kind of really all I wanted to do, is pop in and say, give yourself permission. And I give you permission to take the time, and don't look for that instant gratification. It'll feel so much more better, and so much more better. That's good English, eh? I should use that in my book. It'll feel so much better, and you'll just, a bigger sense of accomplishment. That's what I'm looking for. Alrighty. So, only other thing I think maybe touch on a little bit here is just in the Bookshop Bistro group itself. I think I'm doing okay here. I'm getting into a routine. We've got our regular posts going up on Mondays. I'm trying to share one of the contents pieces from the website on Wednesdays, and I try to do my Facebook Lives on Fridays. So, right, this is what I'm talking about with that whole building process. And you guys may have noticed even over the last year, like, really, how much has this group changed, and how many different things have we tried and done? And don't worry, the spotlights are still on the table. They're just on hold, just trying to get things built up more and get more engagement and that sort of stuff. So, right, that's, again, that permission of time. So the spotlight idea, I think, is a fabulous idea. And not because it's my idea. I just think it is a really great idea, a way for us to be supporting each other. But at the same time, you don't want the same 6 people supporting, right? So I've given myself the permission to take the time with this group to build it properly, to get, more members, more engagement, more happening before we try again with that type of a feature, because it will just do so much better if we have the following and the support behind it, right? So, great example there. As far as the posting in the group, I think you guys are doing awesome. Every now and then we get the odd little promo post that one of us will delete, whoever gets there the quickest. But otherwise, I think there's been some really good posts going in, and I appreciate you guys sharing, the different articles and events and questions and all that sort of stuff. So that's really awesome. And just a reminder, if you have any blog posts that you would like to breathe some new life into, submit them into the Bookshop Bistro website. I'm really trying to stay consistent with that. Any of you who are following a little more closely on that, you may have noticed that I've actually kind of gone out of schedule a little bit with when the things are posting, and that is actually a technical glitch that I've run into. So go figure, right? I'm the techie. But like I said, we all have these problems. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit stuck on how to fix the current problems I'm having with that particular site. So right at the minute, I'm having to do most of it manually. So I need to remember to publish, which reminds me, I don't think I did that this morning. Right. Know what I'm doing when we're done. So yeah, so I'm having to do things a little bit more manually on there. So little quirks there. But, sorry, daughter's texting me. And yeah, just feel free to submit your content to it. That's the point of this. So, and I'm working harder at getting it out there. So I'm sharing it through a few different Twitter accounts, Facebook in this group, Google Plus, and I think my LinkedIn as well. I've got it going out there. So I've got a few different places where I'm feeding it. So any kind of articles that you want to submit there. I wouldn't mind some more that are kind of focused on readers. We do need writing ones as well. So, you know, we're doing different ones on publishing tips and writing tips, that sort of stuff. So that's cool too. But yeah, anything along those lines, totally love to have it. And you get your byline at the bottom, like a little bio, and preferably your picture. So few of you send me your picture. It's nice to have a picture. So yeah, you get that at the bottom and a link to your website, or, you know, a couple links if you want. I'm okay with that. That's no problem. Yeah, I think that about covers it. So happy Friday to you. There's a couple people on. I know Pam's here. Say hi in the comments so I can see who you are. The counter on the thing doesn't seem to necessarily be in sync with who's actually hiding out behind the scenes. So yeah, I don't know if Elaine's still here or not. Well, I don't know, maybe those will pop through. They're not coming through right now. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go back to playing, and I'm going to post that article and yeah, we will see you next week, or we'll chat to you in the comments. Alrighty. Have an awesome weekend, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.